Greetings. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to talk about affirmations. Now, this is something I learned to do 40 years ago, and it helped me through a really dark time. I had to concentrate and really focus on where I wanted to be, not where I was. So I'm glad you guys could take some time to check this out. We're going to talk about our reticular activation system. If I can, there we go, move my slides. It's always working. It activates our subconscious mind. It shows your mind what's important. The subconscious is like scanning radar, receiving data. It's looking for data that we need to make good choices, to make a conscious choice. And that's something that we need to work with it. We need to be specific. We need to know when, how many, what it will take. Like for me, years ago, I was a single mom. I had to buy groceries. I had to save up enough money to buy a little house because I had lost everything when I lost my home. And it took me a long time to rebuild that life. So I had to really become focused. And I had to think of things as being done already in the present tense, as though it's happening right now. And I had to be positive when I didn't feel positive. We have to describe what we want to move toward, not what we want to move away from. And we love making it personal, professional, physical, and financial. And this was something that I was able to, by my example, teach my children a very, very important lesson. And one of the things that helped me was reading this book called Yes, Yes, Living in a No-No World. And I learned to make those goals very specific. I had to picture goals as if they were already accomplished. I had to change my inside picture first because it was pretty bad. It was very negative. I had very bad attitude. I didn't want to be around people. And I had to force myself to overcome that. I had to deliberately control my thoughts. And again, it's not fun, it's not easy, but it is so worth it. And we have to eliminate words like can, should, and want, and focus more on I do, I am, I have, even though we don't. One night I went to bed, there used to be a TV show on called Dallas. And they had this big mansion and the whole family lived in different wings. And to me, that was a dream, to have my kids all live in a different wing. Not their dream, but my dream. And one morning I woke up and I was confused that I was still in my little 700 square foot house with my 3 kids, my son-in-law, and my granddaughter. We were not exactly the picture of success. So I had to learn to be precise, to be personal, to make it present tense. And you have to picture the end result as though it is already done. And when I talk personal, I'm talking not just me, but for you, your family, maybe it's your church, clubs, community, whatever you're involved in. We need to use action words like easily, quickly, with energy, confidently. Now, these are things that we may not feel, but we have to start saying them because our subconscious doesn't know the difference. And we need balance. We need to set goals, write affirmations in every area of your life. And I love that the company I'm with chooses to help people have true wellness, physical, financial, emotional, and environmental health. We're even out there saving the planet. Now, this is a affirmation document that the company put out. I put it up on our team page, Paid to Be Green Team. And you can go there. I'm not going to get into all of these, but there's some great affirmations they wrote that we can just print out. And I actually made it into a Word doc, and one page has 2 of them, so you can print it at half size. The other one is a full size. And I printed them out. I have them in a couple of places in my house. This is the bottom half of that. And one of my favorite on this half is my mind is clear and my thoughts are focused. I trust in my ability to make decisions that align with my well-being. And the reason that's one of my favorites is because I couldn't always do that. I really had to force myself to do that. And this is something one of our team members, Kevin Yonetta, he's a business leader, white light of your love, golden light of your protection. And this is something that he thinks about and just receives that peace and protection. We need to pray, meditate, relax. This is one that I had said when I had zero money. It was money come to me. And guys, I would say it every day. And guess what? It heard me more than I ever imagined. And now, William Henley wrote, "It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." We all know that our soul is our most important part of our body, mind, and spirit. But that was something that Nelson Mandela recited over and over and over in prison. And this is one I like. My ships come in over a calm sea. One thing Marty and I believe in very much is that you can have more than one source of income. So you could say my ship comes in over a calm sea. That was the original writing on that. But I changed it to my ships come in over a calm sea. We don't need any more complications in our life, do we? And this is the one I love. My mind is clear, my thoughts are focused. I trust my ability to make decisions that align with my well being, and not just mine, for my children, my partners, my clients. Marty and I have been able to help a lot of people because of what this company did for us. One of the things we had to do was picture money coming in. And I made this blank check up, and then I picked a number. And I don't know if I believed that number when I first picked it, but this is the number I picked. I just thought, oh, well, 911, help. And $9,911.37. And I just picked that because I thought that had a good sound to it. If I could ever make that much money, I would be so happy. And it would solve so many of our problems. Well, guess what? I've got an actual check here. We overdid it a little, didn't we? 9,950. Now, this is a couple years ago. It's gotten even better since. But I got that 11 in there, and that came from the company. And it happened to be on my gold check. So I strongly recommend, even if you want to make your check $900 or $500, whatever it is that would make a difference in your life. I just went outrageous, and my subconscious didn't realize that. And we have affirmations, not just for us, but for our children. This is a visualization. It's actually, we used to call it a board where we'd cut out pictures and put on a board. And it was something that we would make a new one every year. But for me, the most important thing in my life are my kids and grandkids. So I had pictures like in this one here, there's a picture of my daughter holding a picture of a globe. And she travels all over right now. And next to her is my son. I just wanted him to be happy and healthy. And he has come such a long, long way. It hasn't been easy for any of my kids. On the right, my daughter is working. She was working at this radio station in Florida. She's also a business leader, and she's a realtor with Marty too. And now she owns that radio station. When I put that picture in there, I had no idea that she would end up owning that station. And then we have a picture of all the kids here at one of the holidays. Here's a picture in the middle of one of our granddaughters. This is our middle granddaughter driving the boat. Today, she's in high school. We're taking her out this weekend to celebrate her 17th birthday. She's a 4.0, so she's going to be driving something very soon. And of course, we want to live healthy, and that's something Shackley's been doing for over 100 years. So we were really, really lucky that we found a company that's more focused on how people feel and think than on how much money they can make. And there was Marty on his little motorcycle, and there's a little boating. And here was Ash when she graduated from high school. Today, she's a director of a hospital. And they've gone so far beyond what we had envisioned for them. But we had them on the board, feeling better and thinking better. Your dream board, again, I made this in PowerPoint, so I can print it out and have them wherever I want them. But it's like a dream board. It confirms and reinforces our affirmations. Make it emotional. It'll help you get there faster. And confidential. Don't share your affirmation board with people who don't get it. Only share it with people who support you and want you to achieve. Personal affirmations do not need to be shared. They just need to be repeated by you. And here's our new vision board. I want a rubber ducky. I want that fancy tub. But condo or house on water, We're working on that. We're leaving in a week or two to go down and look at some properties. And here's the money rolling in. Here's the kids. We had all of them together at the holidays, and that meant so much to me to have them all in one room. And that was something that was hard to do before. And Dr. Shackley said, activate your thoughts and activate your life. And it is so true. And the nice thing is, we don't have to take giant leaps. We can start with baby steps wherever you are at. And Van Getty said, be bold and great and mighty forces will come to your aid. That's one of Marty's favorite quotes. And we do. We have to step out in faith, and the universe, our angels, will be there to guide us. So I hope this helps some of you. You're not just dreaming for you. Especially with us in this home-based business, your dreams can affect thousands of people for generations. And it's time for you to take your place with us in the wellness revolution. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this helps some people get to where they want to go.